Hello, welcome to mathematics class. This is series 3 of our 2020 BECE past questions. If you have not seen the series 1 and 2, you can check that on our YouTube channel. And if you've not subscribed, please subscribe our YouTube channel, My Simple Maths, and press on the notification button so that you can be aware of new videos. Alright, we're going to continue from where we stopped. This is series 3. Question 41. If the base of a right-angled triangle with base 3 cm is 66 cm square, find its height. Alright, the formula for finding the area of a triangle is half base times height. But in this question, we have the area to be 66 and we have the base to be 3. We are looking for the height. So 66 is 1 over 2 times 3 times h. 66 is 3h divided by 2, and then I'll cross multiply. That will give me 66 times 2 is equals to 3h. 66 times 2 is 132 is equals to 3h. Divide both sides by 3. H is 132 divided by 3, and then my h is 44 centimeter. Is that taken? Good. Question 42. The radii of two similar beakers are 3 cm and 4 cm. If the volume of the smaller one is 27 cm cubed, find the volume of the bigger one. Alright, we're talking about similar beakers here, and there's a relationship between radius and volume. The volume is the radius raised to power 3, while the area is the radius raised to power 2. So in this question, we are given the radius. So for us to get the volume of the second radii, we are just going to find the cube of this radius. Just like this. When we say 3 raised to power 3, that will give us 27. So we'll do the same thing for this. This 3 here, if we say this 3 raised to power 3 will give us this 27. So we'll do the same thing for this. 4 raised to power 3, that's 4 times 4 times 4, and that will give us 64. So the volume of the bigger beaker is 64 centimeter cube. Is that taken? Very good. Question 43 says, using 4 figure tables, find the value of cos 60. You just open your 4 figure table to cosine. So when you look at that, you look at the value for cos 60 degree and you see that it's 0.5. Good. Question 44. Find the volume of a cone of radius 9 cm and vertical height 14 cm. Take your pi to be 22 over 7. Alright, it's important that you know the formula for finding the volume of a cone. And that formula is 1 over 3 multiplied by pi r square h. Is that taken? So 1 over 3 multiplied by, remember our pi is 22 over 7, times the radius is 9, so 9 times 9, and the height is 14. Is that taken? So I can say 7 here 1, 7 here 2, and then I'll say 3 here 1, 3 here 3. So I'll be left with 2 times 3 times 9 times 2. Or better still, you can just multiply all the numerators and then the denominators. So 1 times 22 times 9 times 9 times 14 will give me 24948. And then 3 times 7 will give me 21. Then I'll divide. And that will give me 1188 centimeter cube. Is that okay? Very good. Question 45. Find the area of a right-angled triangle whose base is 3 cm and height 4 cm. Okay, the formula for finding area of a triangle 1 over 2 times b times h. 1 over 2 times our breadth is 3 and our height is 4. Okay, I can say 2 here 1 and 2 here 2. And 3 times 2 will give me 6 centimeters square. I can also say 3 times 4 is 12. 12 divided by 2, 6 centimeters, whichever way you want to do it. So that is the area of this triangle. Question 46. Find the perimeter of a parallelogram below. Alright, now this is trying to tell us that this side and this side is equal, so this is also 9 centimeter. This side is equal to this side, this is also 14 centimeter. The formula for perimeter of a parallelogram is perimeter is equal to 2 length plus breadth. So 2 bracket 9 plus 14. 9 plus 14 is 23. 23 times 2 is 46 centimeters. So the perimeter of this parallelogram is 46. Another way is to add everything. I say 9 plus 14 plus 9 plus 14. I'll still get 46 centimeters. Is that taken? Good. Question 47. Calculate the radius of a circle whose area is 154 centimeters square. Take your pi to be 22 over 7. Alright, the formula for area of a circle is pi r square. I have the area in my question, 154. My pi, 22 over 7. Radius, that's what I'm looking for, r square. Alright, so 22 times r square is 22r square divided by this 7 is equals to 154. And then I cross multiply. 154 times 7 is equals to 22r square times 1, which is still 22r square. And then 154 times 7 is 1078, which is equals to 22r square. Then I'll divide both sides by 22. R square is 1078 divided by 22. R square is 49. And then to find R, I'll find the square roots of both sides. The square root of R square is R. The square root of 49 is 7. So my radius is 7. Do you understand this? Very good. Question 48. If the area scale factor of two similar shapes is 49:121, determine their linear scale factor. Remember, we did a question similar to this. The relationship between your radius and your area is that your area is your radius square. So in this case we have the area. So to get the linear scale, I'll say the square root of the area scale. So the linear scale will be the square root of 49 over 121. Square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 121 is 11. Then I put it to my ratio form, 7:11. This is the linear scale factor. Is that taken? Very good. Question 49. Find the volume of a cylinder of radius 6 cm and height 14 cm. Take your pi to be 22 over 7. Okay, so the formula for volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. So I'm going to impute in my value. My pi is 22 over 7. My radius is 6. So 6 times 6, since I have radius square. And my height is 14 centimeter. 14. Alright, so let me multiply out the denominators now. 22 times 6 times 6 times 14 will give me 11088 divided by 7. Okay, so 11088 divided by 7 is 1584 centimeter cube. And this is the volume of the cylinder. Question 50. Calculate BECE in the figures below. Alright, these triangles can be called similar triangles because by the time I change this, I rotate this, I can rotate it to also be in this same direction. So all I need to do is to turn this. I'll turn this other way, and then this face will face here. So by the time I turn, I'm going to have something like this. My RQ will be here, and then my PR will be here. So you can see that they are looking alike with this other triangle. So my aim is to turn this to make it look like this. So you can see now that they are really looking similar. These are two lines here, these are two, these are one, these are one. Now they are similar. Alright, so what we are trying to say is that there's a relationship between this 6 centimeter and this 9 centimeter. And the question says, let's look for DC. This is DC. same relationship that is between this 6 and 9 is what is going to be between this x and 15. Now if I multiply my 9 by 2 over 3, it will give me 6. That's this 6 here. So I'm going to do the same thing to this 15. I'll multiply my 15 by this same 2 over 3 to give me the value of x. So 15 multiplied by 2 over 3. 3 here, 1, 3 here, 5. 5 times 2, 10. So since this x is 10 centimeter, that means my DC is 10 centimeter. Is that taken? Good. Question 51. The circumference of a circle is given by the formula. You can either use 2 pi r or pi d. This is the formula for the circumference of a circle. Question 52. What is the area of an equilateral triangle of side 12 centimeter? Alright, we know the formula for area of a triangle to be 1 over 2 times base times height. But in this question, we need the height. We need the height. We know this to be 12, 12. Equilateral triangle means all the 3 sides are equal. 12, 12, 12. But since I need the height, I'm going to draw a line to pass through this and divide the triangle into 2 equal parts, leaving me with a base of 6, 6. And then this will be my height. So all I need to do is pick one of these 2 triangles out. This is what I've done. I picked this out so that I can now use my Pythagoras theorem to find the value of h. Alright, so using Pythagoras theorem, 12 squared is equals to 6 squared plus h squared. Alright, 12 squared is 144, 6 squared is 36 plus h squared. And then my h squared is 144 minus 36. H squared is 108. Alright, so to find my h, I'll find the square root of both sides. Square root of h squared is h, square root of 108. Now, because my answer is in short form, I'm not going to leave my square root on decimal. So I will express this in terms of, okay, I can also say 108 is the same thing as saying 36 times 3. So root 108 is the same thing as saying root 36 times root 3. And I know root 36 to be 6. And I'll put my root 3. 6 root 3. So this is my height. Now that I know the value of height, I can impute it in my formula for area. Area is equal to 1 over 2 times base. My base is 6 plus 6, 12. Yes, 12 because this is the whole triangle. Alright, my base is 12 and my height is 6 root 3. Okay, so 2 here 1, 2 here 6. 6 times 6 root 3. 6 times 6 is 36. So my area is 36 root 3 centimeter square. Do we understand this? Question 53. Find the value of x in the figure below. Alright, all these are angles that meet at the point. And the sum of angles at the point is 360 degrees. So I'm going to add all these angles and equate them to 360 degrees. X plus 2x plus 3x plus 4x is equal to 360 degrees because angles in a circle or angles at the point is 360 degrees. Alright, so x plus 2x, 3x, 3x plus 3x, 6x, 6x plus 4x, 10x. So 10x is 360 degrees. And then I'll divide both sides by 10. X is 360 divided by 10. My x is 36 degrees. Is that okay? Very good. Question 54. Calculate the volume of a cubed 6 cm long, 3 cm wide, and 2 cm high. Alright, the volume of a cubed is length times breadth times height. So my length is 6 cm, my breadth, also known as the width, is 3 cm, and the height is 2 cm. Then I multiply. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 times 2 is 36 centimeter cube. Is that taken? Good. Question 55. Find the angle marked theta in the diagram below. Okay, so this is your theta. We're going to use our trigonometry. I know the opposite, which is 6 centimeter, and I know the adjacent, which is 5 centimeter. So I'm going to use tan. Tan theta is equals to opposite 6 over adjacent 5. So 6 divided by 5 is 1.2. So my theta is arctank 1.2. So you can use your 4-figure table to check the antilog of 1.2. So you get that 50.2 degree, or better still, look at 1.2 on your tangent table and trace it to the angle. You get your 50.2 degrees. So the value of theta is 50.2 degree. Is that okay? Very good. Question 56. Find the area of a trapezium below. You have AB to be 13 cm, AE 10 cm, ED 8 cm, DC. Alright. So before we can do this, we need to get the height. So using our Pythagoras theorem, we say 10 square is equal to 8 square plus h square. We are using this to represent our height, h to represent this height. Okay, so this is what we are using to get our height. Alright, so if this is h, so 10 square is equal to 8 square plus h square. 10 square is 100, 8 square is 64 plus h square. Then my h square will be 100 minus 64. 100 minus 64 is 36, and then my h will be the square root of 36. My h is 6. Now that I know the height to be 6, okay, h is 6 cm, I can now put my h into this formula. Okay, I've divided it into two parts, the area of the triangle and the area of the rectangle. So this h is going to stand as, the value of h I have here will stand as the height for this triangle and the breadth for this rectangle. Is that okay? Alright, 1 over 2 times base times height. The base is 8, this is 8, times the height, the 6 here. So this will be 8 times 6, 48 divided by 2, 24. And then my rectangle, this is the length, 13, and the breadth is the same thing as this height here, 6. 13 times 6, which is 78. 24 plus 78 is 102 centimeter square. Is that okay? Now when you're solving your Pythagoras theorem, always remember that the formula is the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of the two other sides. So because this is my hypotenuse, that's why I have 10 square is equal to 8 square plus h square. Alright, so that is it with this question. Is that okay? Very good. Question 57. The angles of a pentagon are y degree, 2y degree, y plus 60 degree, y plus 10 degree, y minus 10 degree. Find the value of y. Alright, a pentagon has 5 sides. So first of all, let's look for the sum of the interior angles of this particular polygon. Since it's a pentagon, my n will be 5. So I'll put n as 5 into this formula. N minus 2 multiplied by 180. So 5 minus 2 multiplied by 180. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 times 180 is 540 degrees. So now I know the sum of the interior angles. I can now add all these angles together and equate them to this sum. So y plus 2y plus y plus 60 plus y plus 10 plus y minus 10 is equal to 540 degrees. So let's add. Y plus 2y is 3y. 3y plus y is 4y. 4y plus y is 5y. 5y plus y is 6y plus, okay, 60. And then I have 10 minus 10. So this will cancel each other. I'm left with 6y plus 60 is equal to 540 degrees. 6y is equal to 540 minus 60 degrees. 6y is 480 degrees. Divide both sides by 6. My y is 480 divided by 6. And then my y is 80 degrees. So that's the value of y. Do we understand this? Good. Question 58. Find the radius of a circle. if its circumference is 132 centimeters, take pi to be 22/7. Alright, the formula for my circumference is 2 pi r, and I have a value for my circumference to be 132. So 2 times 22/7 times r. 2 times 22 times r will be 44r divided by 7, and then I'll cross multiply. This will become 132 times 7 is equals to 44r. 132 times 7 is 924 is equals to 44r. Divide both sides by 44. R will be 924 divided by 44. So my r is 21 centimeter. Is that okay? Good. Then question 59. From the diagram below, calculate the side of the triangle marked X correct to the nearest whole number. Okay, so this is my diagram. I have an angle of 54 degrees here. This is my opposite and this is my adjacent. So I'm using tan opposite over adjacent. So tan 54 degrees is equals to the opposite x over the adjacent 100. Alright, so by the time I cross multiply, my x will be tan 54 degrees times 100. So using my 4-figure table, the value of tan 54 degrees is 1.376 multiplied by 100. Okay, so since I'm multiplying by 100, I'm just going to move my decimal point 2 places to the right. 1, 2, and that will give me 137.6. So remember, the question says to the nearest whole number. Okay, the number after the decimal is 6. So each time I have a number 5 or above, I can always add 1 to the next number. So this will give me 138 centimeters to the nearest whole number. Is that okay? Good. Question 60. In the above figure, AD is a straight line and AC is equals to AB. If angle BAC is 28 degrees, find the value of x. So we are told that this side is equal to this side, and that gives us an isosceles triangle. Why this is 28, this is x. Is that okay? Alright. Now we should understand that since this is an isosceles triangle, if this is 28, that means this angle and this angle are equal. So for me to know the value of this angle, I'll have to subtract 28 from 180. 180 minus 28 will give me 152 degrees. That is sum of angles in a triangle is 180. Is that okay? Alright, so since these two angles are equal, I'll divide 152 divided by 2 to give me 76. So each of these is 76. And that's because the base angles of an isosceles triangles are equal. So this is 28, this is 76, this is 76. Now if this is 76, I know that this 76 and this x, when I sum it together, it should give me 180 because these angles are on a straight line. So to get x, I would say 180 degree minus 76 degree. That is because the sum of angles on a straight line is 180 degree. So 180 degree minus 76 is 104. That means my x is 104 degree. Is that okay? Very good. With this, we've come to the end of this series. If you have missed any of the series, you can always check on our YouTube channel, My Simple Math. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification button so that you can be aware each time we post a new video. Thanks for listening and watching. Have a nice day. Bye.